POTUS, Washington shorthand for President of the United States, is now on Broadway. Not the POTUS, of course, but a funny new show about the women behind a fictional commander-in-chief. Rita Braver has our front row seat.
You are not nice to me.
Oh my God, Stephanie.
Meet the wild women of POTUS. All seven scrambling to serve one incompetent, lecherous chief of state.
I have bullied 500 feminists into attending tonight's dinner. I have written 37 drafts of POTUS's speech to try to keep our female base from shrinking literally smaller than a nutsack in the snow.
Tony Award winner Julie White plays the White House Chief of Staff. Headliner Vanessa Williams is the president's wife.
Your loyalty to my husband is admirable, and I hope you continue to feel fulfilled by your choice of trading youth and beauty for a life of service to him.
Thank you.
In fact, the president, who we never actually meet, takes advantage of everyone. But Williams says her character has made a calculated decision to stay as First Lady.
Because she knows what her husband is.
Absolutely. It can be reflective of what a lot of women who have been in that space have had to deal with. You know, a choice of staying in the marriage when you know that everybody knows the reality of what's happening to the marriage.
And that includes his dalliance with Dusty, played by Emmy Award winner Julianne Hough.
I'm here about the position.
What position?
The position.
Why are you winking?
They told me to be discreet.
But she soon realizes she got hoodwinked along with everyone else.
It was like there was some belief in him. There was like this charm. It's like when you first date somebody and they're on their best behavior, and then they just
potential.
boom, 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 boom.
Wait,
Yeah.
a monster. Your bathroom is disgusting.
They take off their shoes and the toenails are just horrible.
Comedian Suzy Nakamura is the White House press secretary.
God, that thing is loud. You can't pump in my office.
Where else am I going to do it in this hellish place?
Not my problem. Put him away.
Chris, a White House reporter, is played by Broadway veteran Lilli Cooper, who also happens to be a nursing mom, both on stage and in real life.
I mean, you're strapping it on. Right?
Quite literally. Quite literally
right?
strapping it on. And I think it adds to the chaos of being a working mom is finding time to pump while you're at work. It's crazy.
What does this show say about
That being a working mom is hard. It's really hard. And I think it's kind of taken for granted that we just do it.
Leah Delaria of Orange is the New Black fame plays a different type of working woman. She's the president's jailbird drug-dealing sister.
Girl, you gotta get some hotter interns. Your whole staff looks like sweaty Beanie Babies.
You and the press secretary are old flames, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, Suzy Nakamura and I play girlfriends in this. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. I get to kiss both these girls. I get kissed 16 times a week, right here.
And Saturday Night Live alum Rachel Dratch is the president's mousy secretary who's trying to change her image.
Are you having a stroke?
I am power stancing. I am decreasing my cortisol and increasing my testosterone, thus increasing my confidence.
She's kind of the wise fool in all of this,
Ooh,
right?
I like that. That makes me feel like I'm doing something really lofty.
Why'd you want to play this role?
Well, just, I don't know, just like seemed super fun. I mean, first of all, it's Broadway, my Broadway debut, and I've always had the
All of these colorful characters come directly from the imagination of playwright Selina Fillinger, making her Broadway debut too.
So here you are, 28 years old, on Broadway.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
She grew up in Oregon and studied playwriting at Northwestern.
How'd you get the idea for this show?
You know, we were having those series of headlines, basically, about powerful men abusing their power. It was fascinating because they always had this circle of women around them, you know, that were always defending them or enabling them. And I was like, what's going on? So I became really fascinated with what those women's daily lives looked like.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to see this play and wonder, is there any particular president that you are trying to skewer?
I mean, it's an amalgamation of so many of them, but I do think it's a story that you could put in so many institutions, so many companies, so many schools, so many homes.
And then you wake up and you do it all over again.
And bringing Fillinger's play to life is a director who broke through Broadway's glass ceiling, 5-time Tony Award winner Susan Stroman.
You read the script before you knew how old she is?
Yes, yes.
And when you found out?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. The show says a lot about women. Not only can they be funny without a man around, but also the idea of the show about women in charge.
To do something this fantastic and have that room just filled with estrogen, just women. Just women, being creative, being funny, in the lead, in the power, working together. It was a completely different process that I've ever been involved with before in terms of creating something new.
And boy, do they use their power.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh, who's gonna stop me, Marge? You?
Yes.
So everyone loves Vanessa Williams, and yet here you are playing Lady Macbeth with a sense of humor, right?
Yes. Yeah, who's wildly accomplished and deeply effective. She's a tough cookie, but we're all tough cookies.
Some people do call them cookies.
And as for that other thing they say about women,
If you Google women aren't funny, it's kind of a thing, right?
Why would you do that?
Wait, what?
You would hear like women aren't funny. I don't even know where you'd hear it. And I was just like, what? Screw that. Yeah. I grew up on, like Lily Tomlin and Gilda Radner and Carol Burnett, so it never crossed my mind.
we're not going to give away the plot, but as the play ends, the women triumphantly take the stage. And the cast members say their main goal is to bring some fun into these troubled times.
And you're probably kind of sweaty because you've laughed so hard. And I had a woman come up to me and say, I started laughing and I laughed so hard I wet my pants a little. That's high praise.
And cue Depends commercial.
Yes.